Hello, hello. All right, we got to talk. I'm going to wait and let some other folks join. But we need to talk. We got to talk about what's happened out here. We have got to talk about what's happened out here. It's not good, y'all. It's not good. Y'all give me a sec. All right, guys. Okay, here we are. All right, we're here. Hey, Brent, I was hoping you would jump on here. I was hoping you would jump on. I don't have a whole lot of time here, but I didn't want to, it's just too hard to make an actual video about this, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do a live and tell y'all about what's going on with this. House you're looking at here is a house that a disabled veteran lived in. Some of the information I had yesterday was not right. He was not elderly. He was in his 40s. So, but what I'm about to tell you is going to infuriate you, and it should. This is going to be one of those deaths that happened out here that should not have happened. Okay, so first off, you got to understand that when this happened, it was very early in the morning, like 3:30 or so in the morning, right? It was very early when the flood happened. It's very dark out here. There are no street lights and such, so it was very dark. Now, this guy's name is Gus, right? And Brent, he does have family, by the way. He has quite a bit of family around here. So the guy across the street over here, his name is Joe. Joe and Gus were really good friends, and I'm parked over at Joe's house right now, and Joe and I have spent all morning talking about this. And here's what happened. Joe came out of his house that night. He's got cameras all over his property, and he was watching. Gus, the flood starts over here, right? Gus gets out of his house. His house was right here, by the way. It was facing that way. It was, you could see how the house is basically turned and set up against the trees. But this is where his house was at, was right here. Are we still here? Can y'all hear me? Am I good to go? I want to make sure that I'm actually talking to somebody, not... Somebody let me know if we're still good. I think we're live on X as well. I hope we are anyway. Maybe we're not. Okay, we are. All right, Brent. All right. Thank you. All right, so here's what happened. They knew the flood was coming. Gus tried to get out of his house right here. This is the side portion. This is the side porch. He came out of this house onto this sidewalk right here. He came out of his house, and his car was parked right here. He got into his car. It's a silver SUV. I think it was kind of like an Expedition, right? He wasn't quick enough. By the time he got into his SUV, the flood water was already up past the doors, and it picked his vehicle up and swept it off this way, went downstream. He survived. He survived the ride down the stream. His car got hung up down that way a little ways. His car got hung up in debris, and he was able to get out of the car. And as the floodwaters went down, he was able to get out of his car, and but he's out in the middle of nowhere. Back that way, there's nothing. It's just empty space. It's just country. He was able to get out of his car, but the problem is he's disabled. He's got a hip that doesn't work, right? And he's got a hip that doesn't work. And he couldn't walk. He was alive. He couldn't walk. He tried. He made it probably 100 yards trying to get out of there. And he couldn't. He couldn't do it. He was too hurt. And he laid there and died. Joe talked to the detective a few days ago. They could not, they had to identify him by fingerprints. And they don't know exactly how long he laid over here and died in the weeds and in the brush. They don't know how long he laid there before he passed away, but he laid there for quite some time. He was in really bad shape. He was not in good health. He could not hike. He couldn't get out. Had the fire department, the police department, had Travis County let the fire department in here to go into this creek and do some searching. The fire department wanted to come in here and search. Travis County wouldn't let them. Leander Fire was ready to go, ready to come in and ready to help these people. Travis County said no. They didn't show up until almost 6 days later. They showed up with their search and rescue teams. This man died a slow and horrible death. And it may not have been necessary. I'm not saying they would have found him in time, but there's a chance that they could have found him in time. Instead, he just laid out here and died. He survived the flood and then died trying to get back to civilization. Now, how hardcore is that? Why is this okay for Travis County to do this? Why did they do this? I don't know. I don't know why they did it, but I've got FOIA requests in. We're about to find out why they did it. I'm getting all of their emails. I'm getting their computer-aided dispatch. I'm getting 911 calls. I'm getting every document that I can. It's going to be hella expensive. I don't care. I will die on this hill. We're getting everything. We're going to find out what happened. And we're going to make sure Gus didn't die in vain. We're going to make sure the other 13 folks out here didn't die in vain either. He didn't have to die, it doesn't seem like. And that's just one story out of many. The only way we know this story is because a detective actually looked into it because of how he was found. He wasn't, he had things. He was alive after the flood, so a detective looked into it. All these other deaths that happened out here, they were just, they found the body and put them in a body bag and took them away. So I talked to Gus's brother. Gus's brother lives back behind me. Gus's brother lives right here. You can barely see his house, but it's right here. And Gus's brother told me, about what happened. He's got family. He's going to get a good burial. They had to identify him by fingerprints. They could not identify him any other way. He had sit out in that, I don't even want to talk about it. It's horrible. But here's where we're working today. Just so you know, you can look down the stream here and you can see, hang on a sec. None of that has been searched down that way. Well, it's been walked through, but it really hasn't been searched that well. It's a long way down there. So this is where I'm working today. I have an absolute horrible headache right now. And so I may be taking a break here before too long. The whole top of my head hurts and both of my ears hurt. It's like the top of my skull is trying to pop off the top of my head. So it's just so crazy, man. Travis County is going to answer some questions about this. They're definitely going to answer some questions about this. Just absolutely ridiculous. All right, guys. Just wanted to let y'all know that. I'm going to put a video up in a little bit about it, but it's just, I'm working. It's hard to make a video, so I figured I would just do it live and show you guys what's happening. Dehydrated, I might be. Nanner knows I might be. Yeah, I'm losing my voice in the afternoons and in the mornings. My voice, I'm starting to lose my voice. I don't know if it's, I mean, look, I'm out here, you know, 13, 14 hours a day right now, and today is day 11 or 12 or one of those days. So yeah, guys, appreciate it. Thanks everybody for jumping on here. Guys, support us, support Dash if you can. There's a pinned tweet. Help us get these documents. It's going to be hella expensive. They're charging right now, I believe they're charging me $15 an hour to go through the documents and do redactions. Support the channel. Help us get answers. Help us get answers for this man and his family. It's going to be, we're going to do it either way. We're going to do it. Guys, love y'all. Yeah, Nanner knows I just took some Excedrin, and then I drank a Pedialyte as well, just in case. So hope